Hey everyone, happy Monday or Sunday, depending on which part of the planet you're on. This is our International Live Well and Thrive event. And I'm really excited to be speaking to you today with some lovely ladies that are on a similar health journey. In today's day and age, we're facing one of two issues. People are either having problems with their health or, there's not enough money at the end of the month. And each one of us has been given an opportunity to take a look at a business model and a tool to help with both of those things. So we're really excited that we can come together and share a little bit about why we said yes to this opportunity, what it's done in our lives and the lives of our families. And I'm excited to just get straight into it. I'm going to pass over to a beautiful mom of 5, Natalie, and she's going to share the journey that she's had with her amazing family and tell us a little bit more. So I will unmute you, Nat, and I will take it away.
Okay. Thanks, Michelle. Hi, everybody. It's really nice to meet together and be mission-driven about something bigger than yourself, and I really do enjoy that. But I'm going to explain a little bit about our product, and it's pretty simple. It's just fruit, veggies and berries in a capsule or in a spray. And I think we all sort of understand, well, I certainly do, when I came across my desk, I thought, yeah, it makes so much sense. I already have got a medical background, and I've seen a lot of a lot of sadness with people who hadn't really looked after their body for a long period of time. They'd stopped thinking, they'd stopped wondering about what does health look like for them. And I think for me personally, that actually made me think there's one person in this world that's responsible for my health, and that's me. And I have 100% responsibility. So, I've always been investigating different avenues to probably be more proactive in my life in regards to my health rather than reactive, because I saw as a nurse what happens to people when they allow the reactive to happen. There's a lot of suffering in that place. There's a lot of backpedaling, so to speak, in that space. So I've always had a bit of a proactive thing about health, and that's what I loved about these, because I already understood that there's a lot of power in fruit, veggies and berries. It's organic. We're an organic machine. Organic matches organic, and it just sort of makes sense to me. So what we've got here is we've got some veggie caps and some fruit caps, some berry caps, and we've got also a new omega blend, which is fatty acids, which your body can't produce itself, and it actually requires you to ingest some fatty acids. So they're the omega ones, and obviously we know that we need to get some good nutrients into our bodies. These just aren't any old fruit and veggies. Most of us would probably say, like I before I came across Juice Plus, I thought, yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm a pretty healthy girl. My dad always used to pay me out, because when I'd serve him up a meal, he'd go, so what 9 vegetables are we eating tonight, Nat? And I'm like, Dad, because, I grew up on the 3 meat and veg thing. And so he would always pay me out about my 9 vegetable serve. Anyway, because I love veggies. Veggies rock, right? And so I thought, yeah, I have fruit and veg and berries, but these aren't. Some of them are, like an apple a day. Of course, you eat an apple a day, do we? Not always, but yes. But what about papaya or ACRL cherries? I don't really eat those every day. So the beautiful thing about this company for 40+ years that of all the superfoods as something that we don't have superfoods all the time, but what your body would respond if every day you about different veggies and berries to your body? How do your body respond to it? I certainly didn't realise that health until I started taking them. And we eat food to gain energy, don't we? A lot of the food that we eat, we don't gain energy that our body needs to actually thrive, to be alive. So I'm doing pretty well and still going out a lot. Anyway, can you hear me?
Natalie, we're kind of losing you a bit. The video's just come back, but I'm afraid that we're kind of getting sort of every other word. I don't know if there's anything.
Yeah, see if I can.
I don't know what the best thing is to do. Perhaps, maybe. I might go ahead, Nat, and try to pick up where you left off, if that's okay. I want to hear you, but I can't really see you. Maybe
I'll go for a walkabout and see whether that helps.
Yeah, go ahead and see if you've got a stronger signal. We might just take a pause while she's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Natalie was talking about our fruit variety and our veg variety and our berries.
I'm gone. Oh, hi, Sam.
Let's see. Can you call on your computer, Natalie, with the stronger signal?
No.
I'll just try one more time. Let's see.
I'm just doing a business thing. I'll catch you later. All right. Yeah, that's good. Is that better?
It might be a little bit better. Let's give it a try. I'll try not to cut you off if we can make it work.
Okay. Sorry about that. Gotta love computers, don't you? Hey?
I love technology, and I love that we can work it at home.
Yeah. Thanks for being so patient. It's yeah. So anyway, so they're the fruit and veggies, and the Omega blend is really great for your brain health and your heart health and your nerve health. And obviously, that's something that we need too, isn't it, to look after ourselves in every possible way. And so originally the reason that I took the capsules was because I was seeing that my son, who was 16 years old, wasn't thriving. He was 14 at the time. And that was really sad. Like, it was really affecting our relationship. He would just come home from school and he'd grunt and he'd groan, and he was growing at a really ferocious rate, and he just had nothing left. So a friend of mine suggested these amazing nutrients that obviously his body just needed, like a supercharged amount of nutrient in that growing phase. And so I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. But the beauty of this product is that when we place an adult order, somebody between the ages of 4 and 18 can get a free product. So I thought, oh, well, this is a win-win. I wasn't really taking it for me, but I'm happy to have nutrients in my body. And so that's when I didn't realise that I actually had such a big gap in my health. Because, I just thought normal was normal. Like, we all just think normal's normal. But then I realised that, it was so powerful, giving me energy and everything like that. And it was a bit bizarre, actually, because I started waking up going, oh, I'm awake. Oh, okay. And, okay, I can get up out of bed. I never got the foggy head anymore. I didn't need the nana nap. And come 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just raring to go. I'm like, right, let's do this, let's do that, la, la, la. And everyone's going, calm the farm, Mum, what's going on? But, it was And then 2 weeks later, after Charlie had started taking the products, he really said to me one day, Mum, I actually really noticed that I'm focusing better in class and I don't want to fall asleep at 11 o'clock. And I said, that's fantastic. That's really good. And then a few months later, he didn't really want to eat McDonald's anymore and have soft drink and all that trashy food that he was sort of socially getting addicted to, because we know that, I mean, that's the other bizarre thing about this product, is that when you put a living nutrients into your body every single day, it actually wants more of it. And it really crowds out the crap, and it actually, when you do have crap, you can't handle it like you used to. Your body goes, whoa, what is that? And it just doesn't want it anymore. And that has really helped catapult my lifestyle in areas that I didn't think that I would be able to go into. And like, even liking, I hate mushrooms, like, don't like mushrooms at all. But I thought, I'm going to give them another go now that I've been on this stuff for a while. And I actually love mushrooms now, because that brings us to these little rippers. So I think I've lost a couple of mine, but there's a vanilla one as well, and there's a chocolate and vanilla, and that's because this actually has mushroom powder in it. Like, who has mushroom powder every day? Certainly didn't. But now that I know the power of mushroom, my body actually loves mushroom. It's quite bizarre. It is bizarre, but it's amazing. And this has got spirulina powder, yucca powder, all these things that we don't have. So they're extraordinary nutrients. They're not just what you find in the supermarket. They are amazing products. We also have a juicy berry, which is exactly like the capsules, but they're little chews. And these are fantastic for your little ones that don't really take capsules, but they can eat chews. I actually love them. I do massage 2 days a week, and these are my little pick-me-ups as I go along. I have a couple after each client just to keep my focus up and my energy up, and they are brilliant. They are also really good for elderly people, and they're the same. With the fruit and veggies, there's 17 nutrients in there that are just amazing. So yeah, that's our product range, and it is incredible to get that living nutrient. And just ask yourself, if I got myself by the time you have the shakes, which is about 25 plant-based nutrients, and then you have your capsules or your chews, that's another 20. So it's over 40 different phytonutrients, which are amazing. And the best thing about those is that they're grown to the peak of ripeness. That's what sort of sets them apart as well, is that they aren't just sort of picked and stored for a long time. Within 6 hours, the whole thing is crushed up into a pulp, dried at a very low rate, and so all those living nutrients are encapsulated and free from oxidation. So the whole processing which takes place is actually quite revolutionary and forward thinking, and that's what I love about this company too, is it is forward thinking, and it really does want to help people's health and inspire people to just to take care of themselves and to own that responsibility of health. They're free of pesticides. They're tested like four to six times. Like, the list goes on with the statistics of how professional this company is in producing a standardized nutrient every single day for people. So it's amazing. Yeah, so thanks, Michelle. You can sort of fill in the gaps. I haven't got my notes now, and I'm all a bit like...
Wow, this is good. You did an awesome job. And I'm really glad that we persisted, because I love how you present the products, and I love that everybody, depending on their background or depending on their family, you know, there's something that is really important and resonates with them. And I love hearing what it did for Charlie. I love, you know, seeing how he was really helped in that. And, you know, the fact that it actually can change our child's palate, and not only our child's palate, but like Nat said, like it changed her palate. So they're saying, you know, you can't teach you're not an old dog new tricks, but you know, if you, it works for adults too. It's not just the kids. So when your body gets those things that you need, it gets those concentrated, you know, broad spectrum of nutrients. Our body just wants more of it. It crowds out the garbage. So I love that. I love that we get a free product when an adult orders their own capsules or chews. It's amazing that you can sponsor a child, and it doesn't have to be your child. It can be a nephew or a neighbor. And the other part is you don't have to take our word for it. You know, we're all very excited, and you might be thinking, you know, well, they've just drank the Kool-Aid. The fact of the matter is we've got 35 peer-reviewed medical studies that back it up, and we know that it does things like reduces inflammation, which is a major issue for so many people, and it makes our body susceptible to breakdown and disease. It fights oxidative stress, and we all have stress in our lives. It improves our immune systems. It boosts that right up, which is great. It's really good for our gum health. It improves cardiovascular markers. The list goes on. If you're a research buff, we can provide you with the studies to take a closer look for yourself. So I love that. The other thing is we don't just send you off with a product, you know, off you go, you've got your capsules and you're on your way. We actually have some boutique health programs that have been created by a team of healthcare professionals. There are loads of healthcare professionals in our team, and we have things like cleanse and detox guides. We have a Kids Thrive program, a postnatal program. There's exercise programs, all kinds of free resources for our customers, and you have access to those for life. So I love that. We've got our private support group. So it just means that, you know, I know that when I used to just go to the health food shop and kind of roll the dice and pick up something that I thought I needed, I didn't have anybody checking in with me to see how it was working. I didn't have anybody checking in with me to see if, you know, I needed any assistance with how I should be taking it or what my progress was. And, you know, part of the deal is, you know, when you go ahead and get these products, you also get one of us. So it's nice to have a personal coach to help you along the way, because we know that when we want to go far, it helps to go together. But I'd like to go ahead and share hear from some of the ladies and the experiences that they've had in their own families. So I'm going to switch over to Rachel, and I'm going to ask her if she wouldn't mind sharing. Just unmute you. If I can figure out how to do it. Yes. If you wouldn't mind sharing, Rach, kind of what life was like before the products and what kind of changes you've seen in your life and your family's life since you were taking them. So I'll just go ahead and pin you and take it away.
Sure. Okay, so I'm married and I've got 2 children. I work 2 days a week, so I'm a busy mum, like all of you women are. When I was younger, I had glandular fever, and now I realise that I never fully recovered from that illness, because there were days when I'd come home from work and I'd have to have a nap before going out to pick up the kids from school. I enjoy cooking, and I try to do the best I can in providing my family with healthy, nutritious meals, but there are days when we don't eat as well as we should.
I don't know if you can hear me, Rach. We seem to have lost you for a second. Okay, go ahead. We lost you just for a second.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So I was just saying that my daughter eats well. She loves her fruits and veggies, but it's a bit more of an effort to get my son to eat his. And after speaking with Michelle, she introduced me to the Juice Plus products, and Michelle and Sharon spoke about the benefits of them, and it just made sense to incorporate them into our life. And I've been taking the products now since March, and I've noticed some amazing changes. Like Nat said, her energy levels increased, and you know, she was more alert in the morning, and that's also my experience being on the capsules. I haven't had to have a nap since being on the product, which is amazing. And I sleep better, and I just wake up more alert in the morning as well. And my son's also naturally been eating more fruits and veggies and drinking more water. So I just love that, you know, we've found an amazing product that improves our health. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to incorporating Juice Plus into our lifestyle every day. And I love the fact that when I take the capsules in the morning, you know, I've already taken 30 fruits and vegetables, and that the kids have already had 17 fruits and vegetables at breakfast time.
Thank you. Oops. Go ahead. Go for it, Joy. Yeah. You want to unmute yourself? I'm having trouble unmuting. Go for it again.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Now I can. Yep, go for it.
Okay. So my daughter and I have been taking Juice Plus for about 3 weeks now. So the first thing that I noticed was I had heaps more energy, and my quality of sleep improved. And after that, I noticed that I became a lot more alert during the day. And maybe about a week later, I noticed that my eyes were a lot clearer. The whites of my eyes were clearer. And also, I never really thought that I was that much of an anxious person, but I've noticed that I'm a lot more or less, I'm just calmer. That's what I've noticed. So I'm a lot calmer. And I would probably even say not depressed. So not that I thought I was really depressed, but I feel just happier in myself. So my daughter, she's on the spectrum with mild Asperger's and ADD. And so I noticed within the first couple of days, so after she'd been taking Juice Plus for 2 days, I had my business launch here at my house. And usually she would her behavior would amp up, and she wouldn't be happy about that. And she would hide in her bedroom. And that night she sat in with a few people, strangers, and had conversations with people that she didn't know. And I went to bed. I was so busy during that night, I didn't really realize until I went to bed. And I laid in bed that night and I thought, oh my gosh, she actually sat there in the room with strange people and had conversations. And I got really, really excited. And I couldn't wait for the next morning. I went downstairs and opened the bathroom door, and I was like, good morning. And she's like, good morning back. And I was like, then had a conversation with her, and it was just really profound, the difference. And I walked away from the bathroom after that conversation with her thinking, wow, there's no anxiety. And that was the difference between how she had been and how she was presenting now. And it was just really, it really made a difference to how she was presenting, I guess. With her, so lots less anxiety. Also, before she was taking them, she was in bed a lot. Unless she was going to work, she was in bed, just on her laptop, and not socialising, because that's, the difficulty in socialising with the Asperger's. Since she's been taking them, she's been out a fair bit. Weekend before last, she was out for 3 nights socialising. And she's not in bed all the time. She's downstairs, I think, doing something now, but she's been up. She's had a great breakfast. She cooked herself some bacon and had salad with it, and she's had her Juice Plus. So today's her day off, so she's relaxing. What else? Kind of with both of us, we're both wanting to eat healthy rather than go for the junk food. For me, that would be chocolate. I don't actually think I've had chocolate for at least 2 weeks, actually. So that's pretty good. I'm not sure what else to say, but yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love everything that you shared. I mean, to see such a quick change with your daughter, that's massive. It's got to. What's the atmosphere at home? It must be so different.
Oh, it's so much calmer. So much calmer. Like, she did have reduced stress once she wasn't going to school anymore. I noticed a difference. So I was like, phew. But it's gone down the next level again. Like, when she was at school, it was up here. When she was not at school, it was here. And now it's down here. So, it's hugely improved. Can have conversations with her. And even when I ask her to do things now, like before it was like I was kind of scared to ask her to do things because her anxiety would just mean her behaviour would be really ramped up about it. And now she's not reacting like that at all. And she's doing the things I ask her to do. And if I turn off the Wi-Fi because she hasn't done something, I don't have explosions.
That's awesome.
Just like in the next, couple of hours, it's done, and so it's good.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I just, when I first heard Joy's story, I thought that was incredible. It's not a miracle, pill. It's not going to grow back an arm or a leg. But when you hear about something like that in such a short time has made such a profound impact, it just gets me so excited with the opportunity that we have to share this. And I loved, like you mentioned, it does totally change your palate. And I know for me, straight away, I could tell that my sugar cravings were just subsiding. And I didn't need to have my chocolate every night. So I really love that. And thank you so much for sharing from your heart. It's just, it impacts so many people. It's not just going to impact your home. It's going to impact so many. There'll be other people that really identify. So I really thank you, ladies, both, Rachel and Joy, for sharing. We're going to switch gears, though, and we're going to start to talk about the business and why this is an attractive business model. So I'm going to go and head over to beautiful Christy. I'm going to unmute her, if I can successfully do that. I seem to be, unmute audio. There we go, and I'm going to pin you. Today is a little bit about technical challenges, but we're going to get there in the end. Christy, why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about this model and why it appealed to you. Thanks.
Sure. Well, I must say I'm just looking at my screen now and I feel so privileged to work with all you gorgeous women. I really am enjoying this business. So this is the first time I'm sharing about it, so bear with me. Okay, so we all know the capsules work, as Natalie said before. They're fantastic. They've got great results. That's why I got involved initially. But there's also another side to the company. They actually offer people an opportunity to make some money, to give them some financial freedom, I suppose. And that's done through, social network marketing, but also building relationships as well. So typically we're trading time for money. So our bosses dictate when we work Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. They tell us when we can have lunch, and we have limited holiday leave. And obviously this is organised months in advance. So yeah, most of us work in a model like this. I hope you can see my screen there, but it's not a very good triangle, but anyway. So we have the CEO at the top, and then we've got our line workers down the bottom here. So these are all our different levels. So this is just a traditional business model where we've got the do it people down here. Sorry, I'll just spin around a bit. Okay, so we've got the hands-on do it people. So we've got the cleaners, the hospitality workers, the receptionists who, might get the opportunity to work themselves up to a project manager or an admin person. And then, you work yourself up the ranks, assistant manager, and finally, most people's dreams is to, get a promotion and reach the top level. So it is hard work. It involves, stepping over everyone's toes. It involves a lot of, high expectations, a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. So what I love, if you can see me there, sorry. What I love about this business is that it's actually flipped over. So if you can see there, this business here, everyone starts down the bottom, which is a virtual franchise. For only $165, you can actually get involved in the business. And then you work yourself up to the top here, which NMD, National Marketing Director, can earn anywhere between $80,000 and $100,000 a year. So for $165 to be transferred or transformed over to, 80 to 100,000 in, less than 2 years, some of the people that I know in the business, it's only taken them 2 years to reach that top. And it's just a great opportunity. So I've had experience in both of these models here. So I've run my own business, so I know how hard it is. I know how much effort goes into it. We forked out a lot of money and broke even, I think, at the 2-year mark. And it was a lot of stress. There was a lot of pressure. We had to make sure that our staff got paid first before we got paid. So I just love the fact that, for $165, you can work yourself up. It's not competitive. It's amazing because it's a teach-to-teach business, basically. So, if you want to work yourself up to the different levels, you have to encourage and you have to teach other people along the way as well, which I think is amazing. So everyone basically has the same opportunity to work themselves up to those positions. And also, it doesn't matter who you are. Everyone starts off down here. So it doesn't matter whether you've got a bachelor degree. It doesn't matter whether your credentials or your experience, none of that really matters. So we've got all different people from all walks of life who have started down here and have reached the top, in a short period of time, which is just amazing. So the business also teaches something here, which is UTS. It's very simple. So it's basically use the product, you talk about the product to people, whether that's in a supermarket or down the street or at a party, and then obviously you just share the results. So with people personally or links on webinars, it's quite simple. And look, we never put any pressure on anybody. It's just we love the product, we share our stories, and we give them the information. And and then they just, usually people get involved. If you pay the $165, there's an opportunity to get the products at a cheaper rate as well. But also I like the fact that you can make, some cash along the way. So yeah, so that's all from me. I hope I've covered most of that. Thanks, Michelle.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks, Christy. Yeah, there's so many great things about this model. And, I love the fact that we get to choose who we work with, and we get to link arms with a lot of lovely people along this little journey. I love as well that, we don't actually have to deliver products to anybody. The company takes care of that. So it's really just us being a connection point between the company and the people that we're sharing with. And, there are a lot of people with, network marketing, there's a lot of kind of objections that come up. I think probably when I was first considering it, and I've had experience in other network marketing, my feeling was, I don't want to be one of those people. When you're at the supermarket and you're going down the aisle and you see somebody and you just turn the other way, I thought, no, I don't want to do that. And the good thing is, you don't have to be one of those people. It's not about being salesy. This is really about, sharing from your heart. This is something that we all have had a personal experience with, and we know people in our lives that either have health issues or, are struggling to make ends meet. So it's just really about coming from a place of compassion and connection and connecting with people. So you don't have to be salesy. That won't work. Sometimes people say, look, I don't have enough time. And, we teach you how to use your time. Even if you've just got 15 minutes to get started, you can get started in 15 minutes a day. And the other thing is not knowing enough people. We all know a handful of people, and they know a handful of people, and they know a handful of people. So, initially when I got started, Sharon told me about the business, and then I told Rachel about the business, and then I told Dawn about the business, and Rachel and Dawn told their friends about the business. And as you can see, it kind of has this popcorn effect of growing. So, it's really great. We teach you how to do it, and we show you how to build a larger network as well. The other little thing I'll just touch on briefly without getting too complicated into the compensation plan is that we get paid 3 ways. So we get a retail profit back. So some people do, like Christy said, sign up because they'd like to have the opportunity to get the retail profit on the products that they purchase for themselves, which is fine. But the same thing happens when you share the product with somebody. The company rewards us by giving us the retail profit. And as you promote, then you can also get commission as well. And the commission is from 4 to the top level of 14% commission. And our very, very favorite way that we get paid is within getting bonuses. So within the first 10 days of getting started, if you reach that first milestone of 1,000 points, you get a $100 bonus. And the next bonus is a $400 bonus, which is a teaching bonus. This is a teach-to-teach business. So when you reach that milestone, not only do you get the bonus, but your teacher or your mentor gets that bonus. So you can see the opportunity to, grow your business, and it's very exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and pass over to some ladies that have said yes to this opportunity. And I'd like them to talk to us about, what this opportunity has been for them and why they decided to say why. So I'm just looking for Dawn. I'm going to go ahead and unmute Dawn.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, take it away.
Oh, good.
Tell us why you said yes to this opportunity.
Thanks. Well, Michelle was kind enough to share with me, so I suggest the rest of us be as bold, because it really has given me an opportunity that I never would have had. And I'll just give you a tiny bit of background. I've been married for about 19 years, and my husband does a great job providing for us. I've been a stay-at-home mom raising our kids, but now they're teenagers, so mom needs to get a life and outside the home. So I started a little business as cleaning, so I could still be at home, but that wasn't very fulfilling, and I feel that I've got more gifts to offer. So it was a nice little money maker, but I feel like this business of Juice Plus, the network marketing industry, really has opened up a whole potential for me to exercise my other gifts of public speaking, reaching out to people. That I have a natural love to talk to people, and I love helping people and listening. This is a real listening business, and hearing how people are hurting or what's missing in their life. So it's really awesome to have like an opportunity to share with someone, to help someone else better their own lives. So personally, I feel like it's a feel-good business. And one of the things that Michelle really got me excited about was, she said, now, Dawn, we're going to go to Gold Coast. And this is a few months ago. And I thought, sign me up. I mean, I'm going to go on a business trip. Bye, everyone. I packed my bags. I had my gala gowns. So it doesn't have to be something so serious. You can make it as light and fun as you like. You can go as hard as you want. And right now, I've just been kind of coasting along for about 6 months in the business, and I'm making a residual income right now. I don't feel like I'm working it very hard. I would like to increase that because I do want to see what this can do for me. So I probably need to back off on my cleaning and get into this a bit more. But I can tell you it's paying for my products, and I'm earning a bonus. Like I'm earning an income on top of paying for my own products right now. Plus, it gives me a ticket out of the house. And some of my girlfriends are like, "Oh, Dawn, I'm getting you figured out. You're just doing this so you can go out on a Friday night." Well, okay, yeah, it's a bit true. So we meet regularly for coffees on a Wednesday, me and my team, and it's a great opportunity just to hang out and have a latte, share each other's time, and promote our business. And then on a Friday night, we go out, and that's fun too. So to me, it's a real it's just a modality for me to just get out of the home. I'm doing my business, everyone, and my daughter's really excited for me. We're celebrating my promotions. I just made, I think it's my 3rd level of SC, so I'm at the top earning commission, and that feels good. So she sees me with my little mop and buckets doing my cleaning job, but she's like, "Mommy, I know that you're going to be one of those people. I know that you're going to be really successful at this." I said, "Sure, why can't it happen for me? I mean, I'm a dreamer, and I'm going to Vegas next month with our team. So I really encourage anybody out there who's living sort of a humdrum life, I mean, join up, be part of the dream, and see what could happen for you too."
Thank you, Dawn. You always put a smile on my face whenever I listen to you. She gives me the giggles. I love it. I have that perma grin. And yeah, she has done really, really well. She might give off this impression that she's this humble little lady, but she is a worker bee, and she has just got to a really exciting promotional level. So I really want to applaud that. And this is not just about fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It is that, but it's also a lot about personal development and the opportunity to, like she said, take the gifts that are within us, and I believe that they're God-given, and just really grow them. And, don't hide your talents, but just bring them out into this arena. So I love how Dawn's been able to do that. And then, it's great. We have a lot of fun. That's a big part of why we do this as well. So I'd like to head over to Susie. She's another amazing mother, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about her background and why this opportunity resonated with her. So I'm just going to go ahead and unmute you and ping you, and you can take it away.
Hi, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
I think we've got a few, okay. We've had a few technical gremlins in the system this week. So I'm Susie, and I have 2 kids. I have a 10 and a 13-year-old. I'm also a paediatric occupational therapist. So as a health professional, looked at this product to try for my family and myself, and was really excited by the product. And the children and I have now been on it for about 6-7 weeks. And as part of that initial sign up, I met a lot of these lovely ladies, and I heard a bit about the business. And at the time I thought, I'll just sign up to get that cheap product a bit cheaper. But as I started to look at it, and I started to unpack the resources and the amazing support that's around the business, I got really excited about the potential for it. So I run my own paediatric OT business and have done for 10 years. I exchange time for money all the time. The potential for this to build on that and to add a residual income onto that is much, much greater than what I can do just constantly exchanging my time for my money. So a few of the things that I really value as a person, so my core values, really sort of sat with this business. And so it made sense to me to start and have a go at this. Things like community, so working in teams and being supportive of one another. The teach-to-teach business model really suited me from that point of view. The value of helping others with their health and well-being really suited me, and I'm particularly passionate about the health and well-being of children and teenagers. And I can already see changes in both my children just after 6 weeks on this product, so I'm really excited about what that holds for them in the future personally and the compounding effects of that. But I'm also really excited to share this product and share this business with so many of the families that I've worked with and have worked with in the past as well, because I feel it can be of benefit to so many people. So from a business point of view, it made sense to me financially as a single mum that this might be something that can build that residual income, but it also sat well with my core values around, community, team support, and helping others with their health and wellness. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the summary of it. I'm very early on, so I haven't got very far along the track, but I'm certainly very excited about where this might go, and I feel really privileged to have fallen into this particular team of incredible women.
Oh, thank you,
Thanks,
Susie.
Michelle.
Yeah, I love hearing everybody's stories, and I love, the different backgrounds, the different people that come together. I love, Susie's been working with kids and families, and this is just another component to what she's already been doing. And I just love how it can wrap around what you're already doing, and just fit in with your life. It's amazing to have an opportunity with a model that's so simple, to be able to be building that kind of plan B for some people. Some people want to come and replace the income, that they're earning so that they can quit their job. For some people, just $300 a month would be life-changing. So whether you are looking to, become an NMD, and when Christy mentioned that an NMD can make, $80,000 to $100,000, that's kind of a baseline, and that's actually just the residual income. It doesn't include the retail profits or commissions. So there really isn't a ceiling on what this could be. So again, whether you'd like to try the products and, just get them for a better price by joining as a franchise, or walking across that stage with that NMD title, is totally, totally up to you. And I think the thing that attracts a lot of people to this business, and even this team in particular, is that, that we've got 3 mantras in our team. And, one of them is that, you're a blessing whether you do a little or a lot. You go at your own pace, and you're acceptable as you are. So, there's no expectations. It's really about meeting people where they're at, and, just really supporting one another along the way. So I really want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to check this out, and to just really ask yourself, what if this could be for you? And if not this, then what? We'd love to answer any questions that have come up for you. So if you're watching this as a recording, go ahead and go back to the person that sent it. And thank you once again for spending your time with us today. And we'll see you next time.